Hey you guys, welcome to the Blending with Henry show. My name is Henry. With the holiday shopping season here, you probably have a lot of questions on which Vitamix to buy for 2021, and I am here to help you with that. A while back I did a segment called Vitamix 10 Questions in 10 Minutes, and I promised I would do a follow-up segment to it. Well, but it does take time for a new product to come out, along with new questions to follow. So we're going to go through the heavy questions, okay? Now, if I don't get to your question, please leave a question in the comments. I will be more than happy to address them the best way I can. So, let's get started. Okay, question number one. Now, I get this question from time to time. People are asking me, does Vitamix pay you to do these videos? I even see that down in the comments sometimes. They'll say, oh, they're just paying Henry to do these videos. That's why he's so biased. Okay. No. It's nothing like that at all. Now, in all seriousness, this is my own business. I run my own business. Now, Blending with Henry is my livelihood. That's what it is. Now, I was discovered by the Blended Up company who happened to be working for Vitamix at the time. They saw my Ninja versus Vitamix video. They took it to the higher ups at Vitamix. They loved it. Vitamix reached out to me to show their gratitude, and that's all it was. And as time went by, I decided I wanted to become an affiliate for Vitamix because I love this product. I just love to, evangelize something I just love. I absolutely believe in this product, and that's how it always is. So there is no time that they've actually given me any money to do the videos. I get paid by you guys. You guys are my people. You guys are the people who take care of me. You guys are my livelihood. That's how this works. So when you guys see a Vitamix you like in the video and you purchase it, you're supporting Blending with Henry. So it's always about us. I always appreciate you, and that's how it works. I always try to keep it between us because it's really about us when we're in the kitchen. Now, you won't see me exploiting my family. I won't be exploiting my girlfriend. She wants to be in here. She's not going to be in here. Now, I have shown my nephew only because he did a taste test before. But I really try to keep it between us. It's just really about us. And I really love that because you guys are really supporting Blending with Henry. Another thing I don't do, you guys, is I don't do gimmicks. You won't see me pushing product in front of a camera and doing an obnoxious expression on my face, trying to just get clicks and get your attention, only leading you to maybe kind of a boring video you don't really get anything out of. I try to give you guys my all. I give you guys a full demonstration of the blender and a full demonstration of the recipes so you guys can get a full feel of how it will be in your own home. Question number two, and I get this quite often. Why isn't the new Vitamix food processor attachment compatible with legacy machines? Now, some of you may or may not know that the new Vitamix food processor attachment is only compatible with the Vitamix Ascent series or the Vitamix Venturist V1200. That's because these machines come with a wireless system, and this allows Vitamix to expand these machines for the future with a world of possibilities. Now, a long time ago, we would never thought that you can actually have a food processor on the same base that you use to blend smoothies with on your Vitamix. Now, let me also tell you guys, when you guys go shopping for a food processor, you're only going to see these machines with either 1 speed, 2 speeds, maybe 3, or a pulse only or on and off. You're never going to see them with a variable speed control like you do on the Vitamix. Now, if you have this on the legacy machine and you turn the speed all the way up, you can risk injury with the blade flying off. Okay, that's one of the reasons why Vitamix wants this only on the wireless system so they can control the speeds. Now, if you have it also too high, you can overblend your food. And so this is one of the reasons why they decided to do this. I'm sure it wasn't to, make you guys feel bad about it. If you look, all the other accessories that Vitamix has right now, the new ones came out, they're all compatible with the legacy products. So, just to let you know, it's nothing personal, of course. Vitamix wants your business. I can assure you on that, okay? They want your business. And you also tell you, Vitamix also knows that people keep their machines for over 20 years. So, if they're expecting you to keep on buying new machines, they're not. Okay, just to let you guys know, that's the reason why it does not work with the legacy machines. Question number three, why doesn't Vitamix make a vacuum blender? Now, a while back, I did a review on a vacuum blender, and I compared it to the Vitamix. And just to let you guys know, I fully support vacuum products, at least when it comes to vacuum sealing. Now, I've recommended to you guys on multiple videos of mine that when you finish blending your stuff in your Vitamix and you got food left over, vacuum seal it and put it in the freezer for several months. Then when you're ready to eat it again, pull it on out, it's still fresh. But when it comes to vacuum blending, it's a completely different experience. It's still a gimmick. Now, these are not Vitamix's words. These are mine based on my experience. Now, let me tell you what you cannot do under vacuum. You cannot blend hot soup because of the pressure buildup. You cannot make frozen desserts because it requires use of the tamper. you can't make nut butters under vacuum, and there's really no real benefit of doing that anyway. That leads us to a smoothie, okay? Now, if you watch other vacuum blending videos, you see what they do. They show the smoothie an hour later showing it's got very little oxidation. That's nice, but at the end of the day, no one drinks their smoothie an hour later. Now, a smoothie is really just a frozen puree. So you wait an hour later, the frozen's gone, so you're just drinking a puree. So again, it's just really more of a gimmick right now. It's not really something you really have to have unless you're really into drinking something really, a long while after you've made it, which I don't think so, okay? So honestly, that might be the reason why Vitamix doesn't have a vacuum blender. This company really is about putting out products that are useful for the customer, not necessarily just about following the gimmick. Because usually when something new comes out like that, it becomes a controversial, subject because some companies will do it and some companies will not do it. But that's my take on why Vitamix does not have a vacuum blender. Question number 4, and it's a two-part question. What is the difference between the wet container and the dry container? And the second part of that question is, can I use the wet container to grind grains? So let's tackle both of those, and we'll start with the wet container. Now, for the most part, it's self-explanatory, wet container, but it doesn't mean that you understand everything, okay? So now, when it comes to that, this means you're blending your hot soups, your frozen desserts, smoothies, nut butters, things like that, anything that deals with wet. And when it comes to the dry container, using that to make flours, if you're an avid baker, it's perfect for you. So that's what primarily what it's for, and also for dry chopping. So let's use peanuts for an example. In the wet container, when you're blending peanuts, it's pulling the ingredients downwards towards the blades to create a butter, churning it. When you're using the dry container, it's pushing the peanuts upwards away from the blades to create a flour. Now, you can use the wet container to grind grains. Let me explain. There's a little difference on that though. Now, say for example, we're using the peanuts again. If you're trying to make flour, peanut flour with the wet container, you're going to find clumps in the bottom of your container. And that's primarily because the wet container is trying to churn them into peanut butter. So you can get away with that certain ingredients, but not always, and it's really not always recommended. Let me also give you another example why the wet container is not ideal for grinding grains. Now, I like to make cornmeal by using popcorn. When you do that, those things are like going all over the container, okay? They'll scratch up the container and you get a cloudy container. You've seen those cloudy containers, it's usually because of that. And so it's really a good idea to keep two containers, one for your good stuff and one for your hard stuff. And hard stuff meaning, you're grinding grains. Keep it in the dry container. Use it for that. The other side over here is your wet container. I'm using these air things here. But this is what you want to do, is keep your wet for your wet, keep your dry for your dry. That's the difference. Question number 5, and I saw this on Reddit. A poster was saying that they were told that the 64-ounce wide bottom container doesn't blend nearly as well as the 64-ounce tall container, the 48-ounce or the 32-ounce containers found on some legacy machines. Now I'm telling you guys, all Vitamix containers blend 100% the same no matter what, okay? 100% the same blend quality. Now when it comes to the wide container, and I did a video on this, the wide container requires more ingredients. If you have the same amount of small ingredients that you put in a smaller container, it's going to go splashing all over the container, and you won't get a proper blend. And so that's why it does require that you double up on the ingredients. If you're a person that makes like smoothies for one, or even nut butters for one, or anything like that, it's better to use a smaller container. But in terms of blend quality, they all blend 100% the same. It's just about recipe amounts. Question number 6. What is the point of the 48-ounce stainless steel container? Is it necessary for me to buy it? I get that question quite often. Now, there are some people out there who just will not deal with plastic when it comes to their food. So Vitamix responded to that. And then also, there's another part to this. There are some long-time Vitamix customers who had the Vitamixer 3600. Now, that machine is dope, right? I just loved it. It's real nice. And it comes with a stainless steel container. So some people just want that same experience. Now also there's another thing with the stainless steel. Now if you're going to make hot soups or frozen desserts, it's a great conductor of heat and cold. Now it's not good for retaining heat and cold, but it's a good conductor. So if you want that experience, that's the reason for buying the 48-ounce container. But in terms of blend quality, it blends the same as the plastic containers. Question number 7. Is it safe to buy a certified reconditioned Vitamix machine? Now you guys, that's really a legit question. Now, back in the day, I was never comfortable about buying open box or returns or anything that got repaired because I was concerned about my experience with that product as well as the longevity of that product. Well, a lot of that changed after I started dealing with Vitamix and seeing how they handle this. Now, certified reconditioned machines, I always recommend to my customers all the time. They're really a good value. They come with a great warranty, which I will talk about in a moment. Now, how Vitamix handles this, first of all, if a customer wants to return a Vitamix, maybe to change a color, or they want to change to a different model, or they just want to return it, which we know they won't do, okay? All right, no refunds over here, okay? So now, those type of things, they have to do a full 17-point inspection. Also, sometimes Vitamix has to do a quality control check. They have to open the box, break the seal. Once they do that, they do their 17-point inspection. That includes replacing the housing if it's got any chips or cracks, replacing the container, new tamper, new recipe book, and they also include a 3 to a 5-year warranty. Now, how many refurbished products are you going to find with a warranty that long, right? Now, first of all, I bought the Certified Reconditioned machine for myself. It was the 6300. I've used it in my videos. I've also given them away as gifts for birthdays, wedding gifts. They're great. They look 100% brand new. So during this holiday season, if you're looking for a good value, that is it. I always recommend a Certified Reconditioned Vitamix machine. Question number 8. Now, this is not necessarily a common question, but I've received this question a few times. What is the difference between the Vitamix Ascent A2300 and the Vitamix Venturist V1200? Now, with the Vitamix Ascent A2300, it goes in the line with the Vitamix Ascent line. It's a beautiful looking machine. I mean, they're really good for style. If you have a certain look you want in your kitchen, that's really the way to go, is getting a Vitamix Ascent. The Vitamix Venturist V1200 is considered a value price product. And I always recommend this machine, the Certified Reconditioned, of course. Always on my website. It's a really good value. Now, in terms of just functionality, it has one extra feature I actually kind of like. It has a programmable timer. You will see plus and minus buttons on the face of the machine. And so you can actually program your smoothie. If you drink the same smoothie every day, you can program it to blend that way, walk away, and it's all done. So that's a nice function. Now, also, too, if you want to get the whole Certified Reconditioned package, it's kind of nice, too, because it comes with the 20-ounce blending cup as well. So it's a pretty nice package for what it is. But again, it's a value price product. Not necessarily the prettiest machine, but again, it's a value price product. So you want to get like all of it in one package and same functionality, same good Vitamix quality. That would be the difference. But again, if it's just really about fitting it properly into your kitchen, you really should get the Vitamix Ascent. Question number 9, very, very common. Which are the quieter Vitamix machines? Okay, so the quieter Vitamix machines are the Vitamix Ascent Series A3500, the Vitamix Ascent Series A3300, and the Vitamix Pro 750. Now, they're quieter in ambient noise, but they're not quiet machines. Okay, so I want you guys to understand the difference there. Now, if you're a person that gets up in the morning to go to work early, and you got a sleeping beauty family there, okay, those machines are going to wake them up in the morning. We'll be real about that. Okay, they're not quiet like that. The Vitamix Ascent A3500, 3300, and the Pro 750, they are quieter in terms of ambient noise. So if you want to have a conversation with someone while you're blending something in the kitchen, you'll be able to talk around it really well. But in terms of noise levels, they aren't that quiet. They're still going to be loud. So you just have to know it's still a blending machine. And I have been talking to Vitamix, about making an enclosure. So I'm not saying they're doing that. I just said I have been putting a request in for it. Okay, that's all. But hey, if they do make an enclosure Vitamix machine, that would be really awesome, right? So let's just keep our fingers crossed on there. From my voice to their ears, we'll see what happens. Okay. So other than that, that's the only difference. Okay, in terms of quiet, they're just quiet in ambient noise, but they're not quiet. So if you're trying to shop for a Vitamix blender that way, don't shop for it that way. Question number 10, the final question. So the question is, should I get a Vitamix instead of a juicer? The answer would be no. Now, if juicing is what you're going after, you really should buy a juicer, a dedicated juicer. Now, when you hear about juicing when it comes to Vitamix, you can always hear green juice, green juice, green juice, right? I even did a green juice on one of my videos. But what it really is, it's whole juice. It's the juice with the fiber, all the pulp. So, that's good for you having all the fiber. But if you really want a juicer, then you buy a juicer, okay? Because they're going to give you clear, clean, pure juice. That's the difference. So, I'm not here to tell you that, hey, you should get a Vitamix because, a juicer is going to spike your blood sugar. That's not what I'm here to do, okay? I am not a nutritionist, and I don't have a right to give you that type of advice about your health. You know exactly what you need. But if you're trying to buy the Vitamix and then you blend all your ingredients up and you use a nut milk bag to squeeze everything out, you're not going to get the same experience as a real juicer. So I've actually done reviews on juicers on my channel. And they really do a good job. But they have a specific purpose, just like a Vitamix has a specific purpose. So it's nothing wrong with having both. I have both. But you don't want to buy one to replace the other. That's just not going to do it. A Vitamix can't do everything for you, but it does a lot. But again, if you want to know if you should get the Vitamix instead of the juicer, just buy the juicer. All right, it's time for the bonus question. Did you guys think I was done yet? Come on, this is Blending with Henry. Come on, I got more work to do. I don't shortchange y'all. Let's do this. All right, so the big question I get quite often is, which Vitamix is best suited for nut butters? Now, that's a legit question because there's people that still think only certain models can make nut butters. Now, for the most part, it is true that all of them can do it except for one, and that would be the new Vitamix 1. That machine is designed for specific applications, so specific types of recipes. So other than that, every other Vitamix can make nut butters. No matter what, no limitations. They make them the same, they blend them the same thing, same. That's it. Okay. That's one bonus question. I got another one coming up in just a moment. Bonus question number 2. Is it possible to make nut butters in the 8-ounce bowl? Now, I've seen Vitamix do this on Facebook. They've actually used, they made almond butter in it, but it all depends on the oil content of the nuts or how much oil is added to the recipe. Now, your safest bet really honestly is to probably use cashews. So cashews have a lot of oil content. You want to roast them first and then try them in the 8-ounce bowl. And if you want to mix them a little bit, mix them with some almonds, you can do that. But they have an enormous amount of oil content. I've made mixed nut butter on my videos and no added oil because the cashews really produce quite a bit. So, if you really want to make some nut butters, experiment with the cashews first, try it out and see. But I think that's going to be your best bet. All right, the final bonus question, and this is for real. All right. Now, you guys, this is a very, very common question. Now, this pertains to the 20-ounce blending cup with blades. Now, it's a pretty expensive package for $130. When customers purchase it, it works great. They love it. But then they start eyeballing the 8-ounce bowls. But they don't want to spend another $100 on a set of bowls with blades. They want to know, can they use the blades with the 20-ounce cup with the 8-ounce bowls? And the answer would be yes. So let me show you this. So Vitamix actually sells the 8-ounce bowls by themselves without the blades, because if you already have this package with the blades, then you can use these bowls with those blades. So yes, you can, no problem. There you go, you're all set. All right, you guys, thank you so much. I had a great time doing this today. You have no idea. I just love taking care of you guys and sharing some time with you. Now, all the things I talked about today, there are links below the video so you can check them out. And man, oh man, you better stay tuned to Blending with Harry. I got some great stuff coming for the holidays. Oh, more great stuff coming from the holidays. I wish I could tell you right now. I just can't tell you right now. But it's going to be worth your while. So please hit that thumbs up button, okay? Subscribe. Tick the notification button because you don't want to miss out on this good stuff I got coming. So you take care and we'll see you next time.